Their finest hour, complete speech analysis, June 18th, 1940. France has fallen. Britain stands alone against Nazi Germany. And Winston Churchill is about to deliver a speech that will reveal his secret plan to turn Britain into an unsinkable aircraft carrier. But hidden in these famous words is a military strategy so advanced, it wouldn't be fully understood until decades later. Welcome back to Churchill Uncovered. Today, we're doing a complete analysis of their finest hour. Not just the inspiring words, but the revolutionary military strategy Churchill was announcing to the world. Because this wasn't just a speech about survival, it was a blueprint for victory through innovation. The strategic context. To understand this speech, you need to understand what Churchill was facing. June 18th, 1940, exactly 1 week after Italy entered the war, the German Wehrmacht had just completed the fastest military conquest in history. They took Poland in just 36 days, and Norway, 62 days, France, 46 days. But here's what most people don't realize. While Europe was falling, Churchill had been secretly transforming Britain into something the world had never seen before, a fortress island powered by revolutionary technology. The speech we're about to analyze wasn't just about morale. It was Churchill revealing his hand to both the British people and to Hitler himself. Every word was calculated to achieve multiple strategic objectives simultaneously. The Battle of France is over. The intelligence revolution. Churchill begins, "The Battle of France is over. I expect that the Battle of Britain is about to begin." This sounds like simple chronology, but it's actually Churchill announcing a fundamental shift in warfare itself. The Battle of France was fought with 1918 tactics, armies clashing on battlefields. The Battle of Britain would be fought with 1940 technology, radar, radio intercepts, and coordinated air defense. What Churchill doesn't say explicitly is that Britain had already won the intelligence war. By June 1940, Bletchley Park was beginning to crack German codes. The chain-home radar system was operational. British intelligence had infiltrated German communications. When Churchill says, "I expect that the Battle of Britain is about to begin," he's not expressing hope. He's expressing confidence based on technological superiority that Hitler doesn't know exists. Upon this battle hangs the survival of Christian civilization. Psychological warfare. Churchill continues, "Upon this battle hangs the survival of Christian civilization. Upon it hangs our own British life and the long continuity of our institutions and our empire." This isn't just rhetoric, it's psychological warfare on multiple levels. First, Churchill is telling the British people that this isn't just about Britain, it's about civilization itself. This transforms every British citizen into a defender of humanity. But more importantly, Churchill is sending a message to Hitler. Britain will never surrender, because surrender means the end of everything they believe in. This is crucial, because Hitler's entire strategy depended on Britain negotiating peace after France fell. Churchill is also speaking to America. By framing this as a battle for Christian civilization, he's appealing directly to American religious and cultural values. This speech is being broadcast worldwide, and Churchill knows it. Hitler knows that he will have to break us in this island or lose the war. Strategic analysis. Now, Churchill reveals his strategic thinking. Hitler knows that he will have to break us in this island or lose the war. If we can stand up to him, all Europe may be free, and the life of the world may move forward into broad, sunlit uplands. This is Churchill, the strategic analyst, not just Churchill the orator. He's explaining to the British people and to Hitler exactly what the strategic situation is. Hitler cannot win a long war. Germany's economy cannot sustain a global conflict. Britain's island position and naval supremacy mean that time is on Britain's side. But Churchill is also revealing something else. Britain's secret weapon isn't just technology, it's geography combined with innovation. The English Channel isn't just a barrier, it's a laboratory. Every day Hitler delays invasion is another day for British scientists and engineers to develop new weapons, new tactics, new ways of fighting. Churchill had already approved development of proximity fuses for anti-aircraft shells, improved radar systems for night fighting, rocket-assisted takeoff for fighter aircraft, new types of naval mines and torpedoes. When he says, if we can stand up to him, he's not expressing doubt. He's expressing certainty based on innovations Hitler doesn't know about. But if we fail, the ultimate contingency plan. Then Churchill delivers the most chilling part of the speech. But if we fail, then the whole world, including the United States, including all that we have known and cared for, will sink into the abyss of a new, dark age made more sinister and perhaps more protracted by the lights of perverted science. This is Churchill revealing his deepest fear and his ultimate contingency plan. If Britain falls, Churchill isn't just worried about German occupation. He's worried about German science and technology being used to dominate the world. But here's the secret. Churchill had already prepared for this possibility. If Britain was invaded, Churchill had authorized auxiliary units, secret resistance fighters with hidden bunkers, scorched earth policies to deny resources to invaders, evacuation of the Royal Navy to Commonwealth ports, transfer of British scientific knowledge to America and Canada. The phrase, lights of perverted science, is particularly significant. Churchill understood that this war would be won by technology, and he was determined that British innovations would never fall into German hands. Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duties. The innovation imperative. Churchill concludes, let us therefore brace ourselves to our duties, and so bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth last for 1,000 years, men will still say, this was their finest hour. This ending isn't just inspirational, it's instructional. Churchill is telling the British people that their duty isn't just to fight, but to innovate, to think, to create new ways of winning. Within weeks of this speech, British factories were producing the first operational jet engines, improved radar systems, new types of explosives and incendiary devices, revolutionary aircraft designs. Churchill understood that their finest hour wouldn't be won by courage alone, but by courage combined with innovation. The speech was a call to arms, but also a call to laboratories, workshops, and drawing boards across Britain. Conclusion, their finest hour. So when you hear their finest hour today, remember, you're not just hearing one of history's greatest speeches. You're hearing the moment when one man transformed an entire nation into a laboratory of innovation. Churchill didn't just inspire Britain to fight. He inspired Britain to think, to create, to innovate their way to victory. This is why Churchill was more than a wartime leader. He was a catalyst for human ingenuity. What other Churchill innovations should we uncover? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more untold stories from history's greatest strategic mind.